Okay, so ventilator patient check. I'd walk in the room, get my gloves, introduce myself to the patient. Then I would do my assessment of breath sounds, vitals, suction if they need suction. And then I would come over to the vent and check the settings, fill this out on the vent, which I have my mode, which is at the top of my ventilator, pressure control. If I have that mode, then I'd fill this out, my machine tidal volume, if there's a spontaneous, which I don't have one, so I'm going to mark that box out, what my machine rate is set at. Spontaneous rate, if the patient's breathing over, then I would subtract the machine rate from the respiration rate. And get the spontaneous. Minute volume is right there. It's the 4.4. My FiO2 and PEEP are right next to each other. I don't have a pressure support because I'm not in one of those modes. My peak pressure is the yellow big number. I'd write that down. My IE ratio is also down there. It's 1:4. Dynamic compliance is also figured out on here, and it's 21. Now I'd look at the monitor, get the patient SpO2, heart rate, blood pressure, and look at the end-tidal CO2 machine and get that number. Write those down next. Check if I sectioned the airway. If I did, then I would check it. If not, I'd exit the box. Make sure my alarms are on and working. Check them. It wants the upper pressure, so it's set at 40, so I'd write that down, and you can't set a lower on here. Right here would be the initial settings on the vent. I'd fill all this out. If we did a weaning trial, this would be filled out. I'd check my AT tube size, level. If I changed anything, I would write them here in initial. I would date, put my shift, and sign.